computer. Yes. Rick!
Megan.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe we are halfway through the year? Like
Uh,
I was setting, I always check on my goals and everything, and I thought,
mhm.
geez, we're like, I can't, like, this is the weirdest year. Like it was March and
I
now it's
know.
July. I don't know.
We're almost into August. I mean, we're on
I
the
know.
other side of July at this point.
Have
I can't
mercy.
believe it either. I know.
So, I have to tell you kind of a interesting story.
Mhm.
I had an escrow open, yay, on a house I'm selling,
Cool.
and the buyer was going to have their inspection. And when somebody has a home inspection, you know, it goes like this. The seller does a little tuning up around the house to make sure there's not any red flags, and then they leave for a couple hours, and the
Mhm.
buyer usually comes with their realtor and their home inspector, and then the listing agent is usually there at least for the last part of the home inspection, because it's a much different experience to be at the house with the home inspector and going over the report with you, the listing agent, the buyer's agent, and
Mhm.
the buyer. You're all
Mhm.
sort of together, and you're with the inspector, and you can address what the concerns are, right?
Sure.
And so I get to the home inspection, and now it's a little bit different, right? Because we've got the COVID situation. So I bought these great chairs from Amazon, and they have like a cover so you can be in the shade, and so I can sit outside and work because I can't sit in people's
Mhm.
houses anymore.
Mhm.
So I got there, and it was just myself and the inspector, and I'm like, where's the buyer's agent? So I call the buyer's agent's assistant, who is, by the way, like the only person I've dealt with this whole time, which I think that person's actually like doing all the work. I'm not sure what's going on there. And I said, hey, how's it going? I'm here with the inspector. I'm the only one here with the inspector. Are we having an inspection? Is the buyer coming? Are you coming? And that person said, well, I'm too busy to come. And I said, well, how did you know I was going to be here to let the inspector in? Like, you and I never had a discussion about you not being here or me not being here. We're
Mhm.
all supposed to be here. You can't just send an inspector and not have any representation for the buyer.
Hello.
Gosh, hello. And most of the houses I sell are like over 50 years old. So there's always stuff to
Mhm.
discuss
Mhm.
and to figure out if it's a big deal or not a big deal. And yeah, they said they were just too busy to come. And I persuaded them to come. So they showed up, and I had an extra lawn chair. So I got it out and they got to sit with me. But it's like, congratulations. You're too busy to attend to your current book of business.
Yeah.
I mean, that's worrisome, but
It
um,
is.
it's not like it's not something that we don't see a lot. And we're not here to toot our own horn. We're here to
Sure.
give people information. And right
Mhm.
now, the market is amazing, and
It
you could
is.
be a caterpillar and you could have a real estate sale at some point this year.
Mhm. Mhm.
But it's not about like that one transaction. It's about the longevity of your real estate career and
Mhm.
helping people to make really good decisions.
You're
But right
right.
now, people better watch out with who they're dealing with,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
who who's representing them. I mean,
Well, you're right. And I get the calls from my realtor friends like you do, and and the same thing on the lending side, no different there either. But difference for people like you and I in the business is that, guess what? We have a business. We have a
right,
process, we have a system, we have a flow about how things work. Whether doesn't matter how busy we are, we have a process that really works. And I think a lot of people in our business, the last few months, they never really had a business. They never really had a process. But now they've got this business and they're not really quite sure how to manage it. Here's the key: manage it effectively,
right.
right? And so that creates a lot of extra drama, a little bit of extra stress, like your realtor didn't show up for the home inspection. I mean, there's a process, like you were there on time as expected to do the right thing, and your person who's on the other side of the transaction is missing in action because they're quote unquote, they're too busy.
We get paid the same amount, by the
Right.
way. You know, it's like,
Exactly. Right.
hello. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
the key difference. And for home buyers and sellers, you know, they don't know what that process is, and nor should they really know what that process is. That's why they rely on, like on you, for example, to know what that process is and to carry them through that process with the least amount of stress and drama. You know, what I'm seeing right now, as I get the calls from realtors, I get the calls from people, and there's so much drama right now because
Mm-hmm.
there's a lack of a process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And that lack
it's
of
like,
process creates a lot of drama.
right. It's like, you know, everybody's
Right.
hair's on fire for no good reason. I know I put a property up for sale, and it's in a
Hmm.
really attractive price range, and so I have a lot of showing requests. Well, how do I coordinate, you know, the 50 people that want to come through the house at the same time, you know,
Right.
and also have the proper paperwork ready that they have to sign, and manage the, you know, the process of sanitation. I mean, there's got to be a plan in play for every
Hmm.
layer, like what you do, what I do, every layer.
Right.
It's like a flow chart. Well, if this
Hmm.
happens, then this happens, and this
Right.
happens.
Right.
And so you're not giving your clients a bunch of trouble, because man, everybody's got enough drama in their lives,
That's for sure.
we don't want to give them extra things to worry about. Um,
No doubt.
yeah. So, all right. I don't think we have much time today. I know that we're both really busy. You know, our goal every week is to get information out to people, and I think the you know, word of the week here today is be careful who you're working with,
Hmm.
and they can potentially make your life a living hell. We have a
Hmm.
mutual client right now that's buying a house out of the area,
Hmm.
and is currently going through hell,
Hmm.
and there's no reason for that. You know, I
It's so
think that,
avoidable. That's what's so upsetting to me about it. It's so avoidable,
yeah,
and I feel bad for our clients who have to be really and effectively dragged, if you will, through that
yeah,
process. And it's a horrible process,
right,
and I truly feel bad.
yeah, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
not necessary.
Right.
Well, all right,
I
so
know.
everybody, be careful who you work with and who you choose and how you find them. You know, if it's not, you know, Rick or I, then, you know, get a referral, talk to some people that you trust, that they've had a good experience with somebody,
Right.
and, you know, go online and Google them and check their track record and their reviews.
Hmm.
And we hope that you get taken care of, and that's not too stressful for
That's the
you.
goal. That's the goal.
All right. We have some hot topics for next week, but I think it's going to take more time. So we'll let everybody go for now. All right, Rick. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks, Megan. See you
Bye.
later.